Hello men, Dr. John Eckhart here, president of Star University and leader of StrongMen Beliefs. You know, we're in the process of talking about the values that are necessary for us to be successful strong men. Again, when we use the word strong man, we're not talking about physical stature, physical strength, although a lot of strong men are of great physical stature. But we're talking about that inner character, the fortitude, the internal makeup of a good man, a successful man, a godly man. If we could all be strong men, we could turn this world upside down. Belize would be a different nation. Where I'm from, the state of Maine, USA, would be a whole different landscape, spiritually, politically, family, business, because the fabric of society finds its identity from the hearts of the corporate men in that society. If the men within that society are strong men and good men, the culture begins to change to match the hearts of this corporate fabric called men, the strong men of that society. That's how we change a nation, one person at a time. This is how a nation is discipled. It's not discipled through preaching and teaching. It's discipled by the individuals within that society becoming somebody different. This, of course, starts with the new birth. It starts in a new life in Christ Jesus. Seeds are on the inside of us. Seeds of success, destiny, greatness. And those seeds need to be watered. But those seeds look like something, and we're giving some definition to those valuable seeds that lie in the heart of every man. The one we're looking at today is number 6, purity. Purity is one of the core guiding values of the strongman movement. Purity, reading from our Strongman Handbook, is defined as cleanness, blamelessness, immaculateness. Purity, free of impurities or of mixtures, and is much like integrity. As a matter of fact, the word purity and integrity are really synonymous. They are almost exactly the same thing. The scriptures use the word pure of heart. The modern day vernacular would be to say someone has integrity in their heart. They have a heart of integrity. It means they have a pure heart. It means the same through and through. Now, you can have integrity in a cheater. You're a liar. Every time you open your mouth, you're telling a lie. You never tell the truth. So you have a liar's integrity. You are a liar through and through. That would be integrity. You never tell the truth. What we hear on the outside is the same as what's on the inside. You are an integrated circuit board. You're a liar. That'd be a terrible testimony to have, wouldn't it? I mean, oh my goodness. But there are people with that testimony. There are men who are selfish through and through. They have the integrity of a selfish man. They think selfish thoughts. They have selfish actions. They have a selfish history. And you know what? They're going to have a selfish future. They are a selfish person through and through. There are other people who are hateful. They are hateful through and through. They are murderous. Their thoughts are always how they can hurt someone else, how they can get ahead by hurting someone else. That is integrity of a certain kind. But we're talking about a kind of integrity that's called purity. It means being also the same through and through, but with good values, good wishes, good desires, a good future, a good hope. This is God's kind of integrity, is called purity. It means free of mixture, free of any inconsistencies. And because of that, it's strong. A strong man finds his strength in the fact that he has a pure life. That is his goal. He's working, he's believing God, he's building relationships, making decisions. He is endeavoring to be the same through and through, to get rid of the mixture. When he finds that he has thoughts and desires that are inconsistent with the values he has chosen, he harnesses his strength and rids himself, chooses against those desires that are inconsistent with the values he has chosen to live by. We could say it this way: a strong man lives by a certain code. I am not going to build a relationship with a woman on the job. I'm not going to be talking all nice to her, flirting with her, taking her out for lunch on lunch breaks, running little errands for her, because that is not consistent with the values that I hold. My values are values of purity. I made a pledge to my wife to give her my affection, my attention, my emotions, my affections, and I'm not going to give those to somebody else. That would be a contradiction to a value I hold in my heart. All failures start from that little seed of compromising the values we hold in our heart. Purity says, I want to be consistent in every area of my life. Some men say, hey, the way I am on Sundays in church, that's my religious day. Every other day, I'm a different kind of person. I'm an average man. I don't want to be an average man. I want to be the same man every day of the week. I want to be the same man on the outside as the man I am on the inside, in my thoughts, where no one else knows. My desire as a strong man is for purity, and I know yours is too. I know a lot of this I'm preaching to the choir, but here's the deal. We have to make up our mind that we are going to live a pure life, which means the same through and through, a life of integrity. It's being, again, reading from the handbook, it's being the same inside and out. No hidden motives or agendas. Having godly goals, not selfish goals. Godly goals. What would be pleasing to the one who created me? How can I honor God with the thoughts of my mind that are secret? By setting them in order with the values that I have pledged myself to live by. As strong men, we need to make up our minds that the values we live by are important enough not just to die for, but to live for. They set an example for our kids, as we've already talked. They determine whether or not people trust us, and that we're men of honor. This is all value driven. Purity means that my life is becoming defined with a word called blameless. We expect this of our leaders. We expect them to be consistent in their lives. When we find leaders that are living like all the other lower forms of man in our culture, they're all got their mistresses, they're all got some little covert drug deal on the side. When we find that out, we say, wait a minute, I thought I elected an official that had pure motives, the word purity, that had a life that was more blameless than guilty. We're not looking to elect officials who are all guilty. We're looking for people who are living a blameless life, whose families are in order. See, we're not just talking to the average man on the street here today. We're talking to the leaders of nations saying, we need to have these values, leaders of the nation. And those of us who are striving after these values, we want to have the integrity and purity in our lives where we can confront inconsistencies in the lives of those around us, especially those who we're supposed to be trusting. So I want to encourage you. If you will pursue a blameless life, a life of purity, a life where you are matching your actions with your intentions, with your desires that are good and godly, that over the course of time, you gain authority in life by having lived a pure life. Purity leads to great authority. And again, the place we exercise authority is not only in this life by holding political office or owning businesses or leading families and children and wives and neighbors. But we are to be exercising authority over principalities and powers in the heavenly realms that are holding in bondage neighborhoods, towns, regions, nations. God needs tools he can work with here. And a pure life is you stepping up to the plate saying, I am in preparation for great authority as a leader. This whole purity thing's bigger than we could ever imagine. I tell you, there's a revelation to be had here if you're willing to receive it. Being the same inside and out, no hidden motives, no hidden goals, no hidden agendas, having godly goals. You, sir, can live a pure life, but you need God's help. You need the help of other men.